Hi everybody, it's Kathy from Huckleberry Herbs and Art, and I am so excited. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting a long time for this. So, I mentioned in my other videos, I'm going to be doing business with companies that I think that you all like to do business with too, and I am selling Graphic 45. Okay, I'm way too excited. I just really like it. So along with my heartfelt creations and handmade goods and digital things and laces and craft supplies of all kinds and my herbs and stuff. Okay, Graphic 45 is in. So I hope that you're happy that you'll be able to get Graphic 45 at huckleberryherbs.com. So I'm going to be doing close-ups like I do for Heartfelt Creations. I'm going to start doing close-ups for Graphic 45 as well. Reasons that I chose to do business with this company: because I'm not rich and I have to be really picky about what I stock up or purchase or anything. I have to be careful, just like you. So first of all, it's another American company. I really am trying to stick to doing business with as much American companies, manufacturers, artists as possible. Nothing against international companies. There are a couple that I am considering that I think you will love as well, but I'm going to be really picky about the ones that I choose. I really would like to make sure that I am supporting my own country and the workers here and the artists here. And then, like I said, I'll have a couple in consideration. I also am really glad that I can sell Graphic 45 because, like Heartfelt Creations, I think they have a style that stands out and that people are very interested in, and there's a lot of vintage and wonderful things that you can do, but they also offer 8x8. So this is an 8x8, and oh boy, I'm sorry I missed Valentine's on this one, but the Mon Amour right off the bat I can't even say it. Okay, laugh at me, go ahead. Mon Amour. So yeah, I wished I had gotten this before Valentine's Day, but I didn't, and I am going to be putting small amounts in the store. I'm very excited about especially the Enchanted Forrest. So I am trying to figure out how much of that particular line that was announced at the CHA. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. So I'm working on that one. But in the meantime, a couple of items that I thought, these are not going to go out of style. These are something that people can use for different times of the year, for different occasions. They really are timeless. And you know I loved the Charles Dickens, so I don't know if during the summer or fall I'll be getting some of the Christmas ones in, or if they'll have something new, but you all know I love Charles Dickens. I even had a challenge with that. So I'm going to do close-ups, but I'm going to do this one fairly quickly. Many of you have seen this one. I will definitely take my time when the Enchanted Forest comes in. But right now there's a few items that I'd like to show you so that you know that they're in the store. But I don't want to skip the close-up because look at this paper. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with the roses and the pink fit in a larger envelope? So I'm very excited about this because the 12x12s, Heartfelt Creations only sells 12x12s. And of course Graphic 45 sells them as well. But I thought, this is great. I can get the 8x8s, which gives you the main image and many of the papers and wonderful products that go along. But they're just easier to ship. They're easy to store, and you can do so many of the same projects. It may be more difficult to do a layout, but seriously, if you took some pink and green paper and started putting the cutouts and maybe fussy cut things or used as backgrounds, you could still do layouts with this paper. So I think it's just wonderful, the 8x8s. I buy them because they're more affordable, they're easy to ship, they have just about everything the 12x12 has except for some of the awkwardness, to tell you the truth. Okay, so you have seen this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but oh my goodness, the pink roses just send me over the top. I love this paper. And of course with Graphic 45, you're getting 3 of each of these in their 8x8s, and I do want to see 3 sheets of 8x8s. You know what? I don't see the number on here. Well, we'll get that straight. Brand new to this, right? So you get 3 of each. And then look at this. Look at that. I feel like I could just jump into the flowers. Oh, I so miss the smell of roses from back in the day when they didn't genetically change the plants so that the smell isn't there as much, but the beauty visually still is. So I always look for roses that smell wonderful, fragrant roses. So look at this. Is this not shabby chic? How many shabby chic projects can you do with this? And these two papers, of course, if you combine them. So beautiful. And there's so many projects already online, but I definitely will be playing with this. Okay, and look at the stamps and the different sized cards and strips that you can use. Again, I'll be doing close-ups on the Graphic 45 just like I have been with the Heartfelt Creations, because truthfully, I like when people do that so that I can have a clear view, because when you go to the websites, it's very difficult to see close-ups of all of the papers that are in a pad, or just how many stamps and dies and stuff you get. So I really appreciate watching them, and I do find that there are some people that really enjoy watching, so I hope you do as well. Appreciate the time that I take to and that, you know, it does something for you, whether you're purchasing at my store or you just want to see what they look like. It's so nice to see the close-up. Look at that. Again, so shabby. Oh, I can see that in my boxes. I can see this on cards. I can see fussy cutting the images or just using them outright. Some wonderful script. You can see why I fell in love with Heartfelt and Graphic 45. They're just amazing companies, amazing paper stamps and dies. I don't think there's a lot of dies for Graphic 45, but they have some other things that I'm going to show you. Look at these lovely diamonds. Oh, I'm thinking there's many occasions or for background. Just beautiful. And pink and cream and vintage images. Perfect place to put a sentiment, to make a little invitation for a special small gathering. They also, Graphic 45, have wonderful angel policy. So if you make things yourself, it's another thing that I check on companies before I do business with them, is what is the angel policy? Just how do they feel about, I have put in all this work, I've created something using their goods, are they going to allow me to sell the goods? And you should always go and read the angel policy for the company itself, but both Heartfelt Creations and Graphic 45, they have wonderful angel policies. They are good to their people, and they understand that it's artists and crafters, creators of all kinds who are buying their products to make things with, and some of them are trying to supplement the crafting that they do with selling their goods, and some of them are maybe putting together wedding things for family, and it's, you know, large numbers and of the same. So at any rate, please always go read the angel policy for the companies yourself. But last time I read theirs, I was very comfortable with the Graphic 45. So American company has lots of different varieties, 8x8s included, that I'll be putting in the store, and wonderful vintage and all kinds of really fantasy. The Enchanted Forrest is just over the top. I can't wait to see that close up. Good angel policy, quality paper. I know this stuff is a little bit more than we might want to pay, but again, these are American people who are making a living, and so I personally don't mind shelling out a few extra cents to do that. On the other hand, it's really hard for some people, so I do have some ideas about how I might be able to make things a little bit more affordable in my store at some point, and I'll put a video up when I figure out how to do that. So here's the tags and pockets. Just love, and of course you get on both sides. Look at all this shabbiness. Look at all those roses. Oh, I so love it. And that was the chipboard that I showed you. So there is the Mon Amour. And I also, I couldn't get the Gilded Lily 8x8, but if it comes up, I will. I love the Gilded Lily. So, and this is all Marie Antoinette and totally shabby. I've got at least one nice project, a video of using the 8x8 that I had for this. So I'm gonna put the ephemera cards, so lots of the images and colors and things that you find in the 8x8 and the 12x12 and the 6x6s. If you just want to sample, these are great. You can make lots of cards with those. I also, again, am putting up the Time to Flourish. I know they have a brand new calendar one out, but I wanted to make sure that this was in my store for people who already have some of the parts or who are interested. You saw my calendar recently. If not, there's a video that shows my own desk calendar that I made, and I made it a perpetual one so I could keep it for good and have the lovely images that come with these. And these 8x8s, again, you get the images that you would get, the main images that you would get on the 12x12s. So if you don't need the 12x12 for an enormous layout, these are just perfect. So there's that lovely frothy February strawberry colors and pink and roses and valentines that we just went past. Just gorgeous. Now I said I'm going to do this a little bit more quickly than I will once I get going with Graphic 45. But I do want to let people have a quick peek at what's going into huckleberryherbs.com. And I'm so excited about having Graphic 45. It took me a long time to prepare to be able to sell them as well. So there's the April. So these, you can make all kinds of calendars with these, or you can make all kinds of cards. You know, just picture the birthday card with the month on it. And the colors are gorgeous. Botanical images and natural images and lovely shabby colors, pastels. Again, look at these roses. Oh my goodness. And I'll be doing more projects using the Time to Flourish. So I have opened up a pad of those as well to use as a demo. And again, if you would like to do things along with me sometime, I have no promises of the dates. Full-time job, part-time job, plus a business and a house and many other things going on in my life. Sleep is my greatest concern, actually. Trying to find moments to get some rest and making sure that the Lord is number one. Okay, so I've got to put everything down every so often and give claim and fame to the one who deserves it. Okay, so that's essentially a copy of the 8x12. And I won't go through all of this, but I needed one of these. And you get 2 each of calendars, okay? So I'm thinking, how could I make this perpetual? But, you know, you get at least 2 years out of it because there's 2 of each one. And it does have the Time to Flourish paper on the back and all the images that match up with the other papers. So I'm going to put some of the calendar ones. So those are just, the whole book is filled with calendars. And it's not too late to be making your next year calendar. But I'm actually thinking during the summer I want to make calendars myself to put up because I like to sell my own things too and give them as gifts. I am also putting in, with the Time to Flourish, the stamps. And again, I know that these have been out for a while, but I want people who would like to go to the store and order a few Graphic 45 things to have matching items. And I love their stamps. This one I really like because of the botanicals. It actually says lilac, and it's a very lovely image of a lilac. It actually says rose down the bottom. So, of course, being Huckleberry Herbs and Art, I really appreciate the botanicals that come. And I have this stamp myself already. I just think it's a wonderful month stamp. Again, it won't go out of style. It's got a beautiful flourish. I love the lettering. And I can see myself using these over and over again, making calendars with or without the Graphic 45 and Time to Flourish. I also decided to put, seeing as I had my Heartfelt Creations pre-bound albums, mini albums in there, this is an 8x8 easel album. And I'm not going to open this package up, but essentially you fold this bottom outward so it lies flat, and you have an easel, and it's 8x8, so it goes with the papers that I have. So I am so excited, and I hope that you're pleased to see that one of the companies I'll be doing business with is the wonderful Graphic 45, an American company that has great artists and great designs, and so many of us truly enjoy using the Graphic 45 materials in our art. So please go visit huckleberryherbs.com and enjoy browsing. And I'm hoping that you're all happy that I have Graphic 45. I can't wait for the Enchanted Forest to come out. And I will do a slower close-up when I have just one series, one collection. But right now I'm just trying to put a little bit of eclectic things, a mix in my store, so that there are some things listed under Graphic 45 for you. And that I have some nice things to play with and do some projects to show you with them. So, till next time, everybody, thank you so much for spending the time and all of your support. Go visit huckleberryherbs.com and support me even by just signing up for the newsletter or something. And I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for your time. Till next time, everybody, this is Kathy from Huckleberry Herbs and Art. God bless.